What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing an oil change on the Scat. This is my first official oil change on the Scat. First official voiceover also. So, I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but don't judge me. Do not judge this voiceover. I promise I'm going to do my best. Try not to say too much. Try not to stutter too much. I'm going to just rock with the process, try to make stuff funny for y'all. I'm going to try to sit back and enjoy. First off, we got coolant.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
I'm just playing. That's coolant from an old car that I had in the bay before. Don't worry, we ain't going to worry about that too much. As you can see, I got a lift, but don't be alarmed. If you got a jack stands and the proper amount of tools, you can do the same thing. First off, you want to start by removing all 4 skid plate bolts. They are 10mm sockets. The first one came out pretty simple. Now, the second one, on the other hand, I don't know what this was on this skid plate, I promise you.
I'm a fault with.
It was some type of sticky tar. It wasn't even sticky. Like, it's like the plastic melted. But I just skipped that one, went to the next one. Got that other one out pretty simple. As it should. Put that one over there. Then the last but not least, got that one out really quick. Yada, yada, yada. Put that one over here. Now, taking a look at this, like I said, I think it's just maybe some type of plastic got caught and just melted on the bolt or whatever. I just grabbed my pick tool and picked it off. Started falling apart. So I just went with the flow. Went ahead and got it off. Let the skid plate fall. And that whole thing just came apart. So at first, I thought it was the skid plate. And I thought it had broke. I got a little nervous. Not too nervous, but just a little nervous. I had to take a look. Just double check. Make sure it was okay. And sure enough, it was okay. Great success. All right. Just taking a quick look, that's your drain plug. My drain plug was 13mm. It was a 13mm socket to get it off. There's your oil filter right there. I had to do a quick look over underneath the car. This is only my second time that I've had the car up in the air. First time I put tires on it. But I just had to take a look at everything, make sure everything looked nice, which it did. Everything's pretty clean. No leaks or anything. No crazy type of rust or nothing. Everything smooth. As you can see, the exhaust work that's done. I know I never showed you guys a visual of what type of exhaust work was done to it. Just let you guys hear it or whatnot. But that's the type of exhaust setup that's on it. So back to the oil change. So I grabbed a 13mm wrench. Went in for it. And I'm weak. So, it was a no-go.
Alright, I'm finna get disrespectful in this motherfucker.
Alright, next resort, I was just going to double up the wrench. See, as you can see, I got the 13 and I got a 14 just to wrap it around. Extra leverage. And...
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Okay. Just had to flip it around real quick. Extra leverage. As I'm pulling on it, tugging, hitting it, smacking it, doing everything to try to get this drain plug off. They had to have put Loctite on it.
Psych!
They had to have put Loctite on it. So as you see, I'm like, okay. I see how you want to play a drain plug. So I just brought out the heavy artillery. Had to bring out something crazy. Nah, nothing too crazy. Just a regular socket and an actual strong ratchet to actually get the drain plug loose. And...
Oh, here we go.
You see that?
Oh.
That's what you spend the heaven, bitch, and you wanna test God, you fucking come get it. Shit stack.
He's mentally
ill. Alright. So, we finally got that cracked loose or whatever. Next step was getting this oil filter loose. Now, I am using one hand to get this loose. It was pretty difficult with one hand, but obviously, as you see, I got it because I'm just him. No, I'm just playing. But always make sure you got something underneath to catch the oil, as you see right there. Something underneath to catch the oil. Make sure it's in good placement. Go ahead, just keep loosening that drain plug until it decides to come out. It should be finger loose, and any second now, oil should start flowing. There it goes. As you can see, that oil was dark. I don't know what type of justice the camera does, but that oil was pretty dark. So I'm glad that I decided to change it. And now it's time to knock this oil filter loose. So here's the thing about recording an oil change. I don't want oil to get on my phone. This is what was going on right here. I was trying to do it slowly so the filter wouldn't drop and get on my phone. But I really didn't want to get my hands too oily either. As you can see, I made a little mess, but nothing too bad. And I think like 2 drops of oil got on my phone, which was okay. And another thing when taking your oil filters off, always make sure the gasket comes off with the filter. You never want it to be up there. You could forget, put your oil filter up, start the car up, and it's just a big failure. Trust me, I've done it before. We're not going to get into that. Trust me. But it was a pretty messy process. Always make sure that gasket comes off of that oil filter. Never double gasket. Here's my new drain plug right here. 13 millimeter. All you got to do is just put it in there. Turn it. Always make sure it's tight. When it comes to oil changes, I'm all about cleanliness. Just make sure everything's wiped down. Obviously, it's not all the way torqued. So I just had to go ahead, get the 13, make sure it was tight. Always make sure it's tight. Not too tight. Do not over torque it. That's how I was struggling in the beginning. Now, just to ensure that it is tight, always grab your 13 millimeter socket, put it on your drill, take the drill over to your drain plug. No, I'm just playing. Of course, I didn't do that. But as you can see, we putting up the oil filter now. Oil filters, same thing. Make sure it's tight, but don't make it too tight. There is no reason for you to super tighten your oil filter. So what I like to do, what I didn't show, is lube the gasket. Just take some oil, rub around the ring of the gasket, and make sure it's good. As you can see, that fall sunset is beautiful. But next, now all we got to do is put everything back together. As you can see, I got the skid plate right here. All you got to do, put it back up how it was. 4 10 millimeter bolts. That's it. Make sure you put it up exactly how you took it off. So 1, as you can see, it's tight. I already had that one up just to ensure that it was going to stay up from whatever that stuff was on it before. Take your 3rd bolt, put it up there. Go ahead, drill it in. Sorry about that camera angle. That was terrible. But go ahead, drill that one in. And then last but not least, you got that one right there. Once again, sorry about that camera angle. But make sure that's tight. And what I like to do with skid plates is I always turn them into a little punching bag just to make sure they don't fall off. Always try to spin them with your finger just to make sure they won't spin with your finger. Because it's always a bad case when your skid plate falls off while you're doing 60 miles per hour down the highway. In my case, always kick that lift from under. You do not want to run over a lift arm in your Scat Pack. No, I have not done it. I don't want to do it. But always make sure nothing is under the wheels of your tire while it's moving. That is not okay, and it's probably a scary thing to deal with. As you can see, I got my funnel. I got 7 quarts of 040 oil. 7 quarts. Scat Packs take 7 quarts of oil. So I'm starting off with the first one, as you can see. Now, one thing when pouring your oil, obviously, that was a solid pour. On to the next bottle. Once again, solid pour. Let's pour it all into there. Second bottle down, right? And now I got the big bottle last. Now, before you judge me, yeah, I did struggle getting this top off. Had to choke it up, put it against the wall. But I got it, though. I got it. I'm telling y'all, it's a little difficult doing this with one hand, but we still gonna make it through. Anyways, one thing you want to take into consideration when pouring your oil out of a jug like this. As you're pouring your oil, if you pour it too fast, it will bubble up a little bit on you. As you'll see in a second, it did start bubbling up and coming out of the top of the engine. When you see it, just slow it down a little bit. Nothing to be too alarmed about. See, there it is right there. Just a little bit. Don't be too alarmed. It's normal. It'll happen. Make sure you clean that. Just throw that anywhere. Go ahead, put that oil cap back on. And that's basically how you do an oil change on your Scat Pack. Pretty simple and straightforward. Always check your oil level afterwards. Now, I didn't start the car up, but I still wanted to make sure I had oil in the vehicle before I started it up. And as you can see, it's still at a safe level. Finale, I'm going to show y'all a quick and easier way to reset the oil change light on it. Put that in a run position. And just so y'all see that I am 100% sure that it will reset it. Let me get up here. Now, just to double check, you can go to your vehicle info, go over to your oil life, which is right there. See, mine's at 27%. All you gotta do, step on your gas pedal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Like magic, and just like that, oil change on your Scat Pack, donezo. Before I end this video, I just want to thank y'all for sticking around. Like I said in the beginning, this is my first voiceover video, so whatever I can do to improve myself, let me know down in the comments. Good, bad, neutral comments, I don't care. I'll take all of them into consideration. It is getting closer to hibernation season, so the Scat Pack's about to be put up for the winter, but I'll still find little minor things to do to the Scat while it's in hibernation. So that'll keep myself motivated, and it'll keep you guys motivated to keep watching my videos. Sorry I haven't been posting recently. I actually just celebrated my 21st birthday. So I've been out of town and just, trying to relax. Like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this video. I will have more content coming soon for you guys. No worries. And love y'all all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.